Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Back to the Coach's Corner here on Tuesdays on my personal profile, and also it's a testing it out in our Facebook group. And as a reminder, every single Wednesday, Matt and I go live in our Facebook group, which if you haven't joined, what are you waiting for? If you just go up to my cover, if you click on that picture, you'll find the link to go straight to our group where we do trainings. We're going to be bringing on experts. We have a gazillion experts that we are interviewing for our show. So that's coming your way. And it's really exciting. So today, I want to talk about a question we get a lot. And most of our clients that we work with, this is a major question that's, top of mind for them. So again, remind me if you are hashtag live or if you're hashtag replay, so we can see how it is that you guys are engaging with us. So how to start if I have a tiny audience or if I have no audience online. Can I tell you guys a story? So I'm going to start with a story, a very real story from yesterday. So one of our star students, I feel like I keep talking about her all the time now. Cassandra, you're just crushing it. We are so proud of you. So Cassandra, and let me just pop this up so I can see your comments. Okay, here we go. Okay. So Cassandra is, and can you guys hear me? Here, yes. Okay, great. All right. So Cassandra is 61 years old, and she would identify herself as not very tech savvy, right? She doesn't feel like she is one of those people that just like automatically gets tech and they're like, just leave me alone. I know exactly what I need to do. So when Cassandra came to us, she had invested in other programs, lots and lots of money, and just wasn't feeling like she was getting results. This is often what happens. It almost feels like we sort of come in and clean up other people's, work to make sure that people are, entrepreneurs just like you guys are actually making money from day one. And so this was the case with Cassandra. She had invested in other programs and she was just feeling completely lost. She wasn't getting results. She was just feeling like, I know that I need help. I know that I need support. And so we told her, like we tell our other clients, we said, I see some hugs, or not hugs, I see some hearts. Thank you guys. We told her, look, we can help you, which if you are anybody has some sort of expertise. Hey, Christine, how's it going? Thank you for the hearts there. Christine from Pennsylvania. All right. So we told her is we can help you. Like we have our own proprietary system that is step-by-step. Guys, I used to be a 5th grade teacher. I know how to break things down. So it is literally a 5th grader could follow along. And so that's what we created, right? So Cassandra joined our program. And yesterday, here's the story. Yesterday, we were talking to her and she had a new problem. She came to us and she said, guys, I had like 98 people that I have to reach out to. I don't know what to do next, right? And we're like, congratulations, Cassandra, we told you, right? One of the problems that we create for our clients is you go from not having an audience, being unknown, feeling like an online invisible, to being like Cassandra, who is not technologically savvy, who doesn't know where to start, who didn't know where to start. Now she knows exactly what to do. And who now has a new problem. And we guide you guys on the problem. But so her new problem is now like, oh my God, guys, this is working. People are reaching out. And I don't think I have the link exactly where it needs to be. People said that they wanted to sign up for my consult. And I have 98 people to reach out to. Well, like, can you guys, and so we had our consult with her, not our consult, we had our client call with her. And we guided her through it, and now she's, well on her way to continue thriving. So the question for you is, well, what about me? What if I was like Cassandra and I had no idea how to connect with an audience online? I felt completely lost when it came to, like doing anything on the internet. So I want you guys, we'll show, what I'll do is both, because this is being live streamed both to my personal profile and also to our Facebook group. Again, join. I'm going to show you guys before and after pictures. darn, I don't know if I took it. I'm going to try to find a before and after of Cassandra's online presence. Now what you'll see is she looks like a badass. So Cassandra is working with teens and parents, specifically the parents and the teen, so they can go from a place of having no trust and frustration in their, in the relationship, to now having one of joy, love, trust, independence, where a relationship of frustration turns into one that's like really, really healthy and good. So we work with people just like her, that have some sort of expertise. Maybe they've been doing this for 30 years. Cassandra isn't a published author, right? So we have people who are just beginners. Somebody say like, Melissa, total beginner, didn't even think she could start a business. And of course now she has, she's starting her podcast. She has clients. She has a Facebook group that is being built exactly the way that there is a right way and a wrong way to do all of these things. And so I'm bringing up these cases to show you, like, undeniably, you can go from an absolute beginner, somebody that doesn't know what to do, where to begin, to having the problem of too many qualified leads coming your way and posting on your stuff. So what do you do if you have no audience, or if you have a tiny audience? The first thing that I'm going to talk about is going to be, hey Chuck, how's it going? Is you have to, here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up our 7 pillars. Everything goes back. Basically, any training we ever do is always going to go back to the 7 pillars of success. So if you guys want a copy of these 7 pillars, also we have a free masterclass that I'm happy to send your way. It's free. So let me pull this up to share my screen. Okay, here it is. So we are talking about, what do I do if I have no audience, or if I have a tiny audience, right? So maybe you're on Facebook, maybe you're on LinkedIn, maybe you know how to use YouTube, but you don't have a YouTube channel, you don't have a podcast, you just really don't know where to find clients. You're like, do I need to be on Instagram? Do I need TikTok? All of these questions, right? And on any and all platforms that you're on, you have either a very small following, it's just your friends and family, and you have no idea how to turn your online presence into just droves of people coming your way. We talk about this in 2 ways. You can be the tugboat, which most businesses are the tugboat. So it's stormy seas, and you're the little tugboat, and you're going out into sea trying to find other ships that you're trying to help, right? And bring them in and help them. That's your business model. That's not our cup of tea. That's not how we coach you guys to succeed. The way that we do it is we have you become the lighthouse. This is a lighthouse model. And that is, we have you become the authority in your industry, right? So you present yourself and your business online in all of the right places. And we guide you exactly what to do. So even if you have no audience or a tiny audience, people will start coming to you, just like they did for Cassandra. People will find you, they will seek you out, they will say, I want to work with you, and I want to work just with you. I don't want to work with your, you basically, what we say is you become competition proof. And so back to the 7 pillars. To do so, we have to start at the 7 pillars of online success. For the most part, number 1 is just making sure you're actually going into a business that and falling in love with a client base that you can commit to for the next 3 to 10 years of your life. We don't want you to, which happens, like you start a business and then, a year down the line, you have to start over, or 3 years down the line, you find you actually don't like this, or this created for you what's called the golden cage. So that's, pillar number 1. Then we move on to pillar number 2, which again, this is the $1 million pillar. This is where the millions and the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and one of the things that we love to guide our clients to, it's guide you to consistently and predictably bringing in 10K or more through your online coaching, consulting, speaking, your experts business online. And so at pillar number 2, this is where people, this is where they go wrong. And this is where some of these questions, so this question is actually geared to pillar number 4. Some of you are asking the wrong question, right? Some of you are asking this question, how do I start if I have no audience? And that's a good question, but not if you're thinking, you know, the answer to this question is I need a Facebook ad. I need a funnel. I need a complicated website. I need to be like a super whiz when it comes online. You don't need any of those things. You don't. Like, we work with again, people that have been in business for 3 years and they had to pivot. We work with people that are just starting, right? One of our families, they might even be on here at some point, that we are bringing on, one of our newest clients. They are doing such incredible work. And that's the other thing, right? Like, we have people who are changing the world. So Nicole and Harold, I want to give you guys a super big shout out. They just joined our program, and they are helping families with children who either have chronic illnesses. They have, maybe the doctors told these families, like, so what doctors had told Nicole and Harold was, your daughter's not going to live, right? And you can imagine just the like wave of emotions and the fear and the questions that come up when your child, when you're told that your child either is gravely sick or potentially might die. And so they came to us. They're experts in that space. They know how to help people. They've helped people. They've been through it themselves, but they didn't know how to build a business, right? They said, we're lost. Not only that, guys, which is why we love to catch people before you go too far down the route. You might invest, you know, months to years following the wrong strategy. And then what we often have to do is we have to clean up the mess and say, you started at the wrong place. You started at pillar 4 when you needed to start at pillar number 2. And so with them, they said, you know, we know how to do this, but we're just completely lost. And maybe you felt completely lost. And so with them, we said, okay, let's just follow the steps. It's as simple like this: how to succeed, how to consistently bring in a profitable, you know, profitable revenue every single month. If you have no audience to a tiny audience, it is just a matter of following the steps. It is that simple. So what you do is you begin with pillar number 2, which is where we define, do you have a strong USGA? I want you guys to go back to my previous video that I did. If you can't find it on my personal page, just go into our Facebook group and look for USGA. And that is going to be, gosh, like that could be the reason your business, you make it or break it for your business. So USGA, your USGA, that is your urgent, specific, identifiable group of people, ability and willingness. Those 5 characteristics need to be there for your business to be strong. Then you also need to do your market assessment. You need to do the market analysis. You need to know exactly what it is that you're creating. So once you know that you're answering the right, the right question, you're solving the right problem, you're bringing the right solution to the market, then you have to create the right offer. You have to package yourself in the right way. You have to create the right programs. You have to know how to price yourselves. And say with somebody like Cassandra, she knew sort of the space she wanted to play in. So we helped her create her own proprietary framework. Nicole and Harold, they're working on their proprietary, framework as well. And we worked with them on pricing and, creating their contract, all of the pieces that have to be ready before we go here, which is so often where you guys think you have to start. You think, I have a tiny audience, Luz, and so I definitely need to start with ads because nobody knows me. No, you don't have to start with ads. You eventually will get there. That's like step 7. I mean, in here, it would be pillar 7. That's actually in pillar 7. But it's not your step 1. If you have a tiny audience to no audience, you can absolutely bring in over $10,000 a month. You just have to follow the right steps, and that means you have to be solving the right problem for the right audience. You have to have a strong USGA. You have to have the right offers. You have to have an irresistible offer. You have to have the right packaging. You have to position yourself powerfully. You have to have the right pricing. You have to know how to present your pricing. Then after that, you have to know how to brand yourself, right? You have to know how to brand yourself, not everywhere. What we tell our clients, it's maybe you thought before this program that you needed to be everywhere on the internet. You don't. Hopefully that makes you feel so much better and breathe so much easier at night where you're like, Jesus, I don't have to do all the things. You don't have to do all the things. What you do have to do are the right things, which is why you have business coaches like us. So if you're somebody like Cassandra, you go to the right communities where people are hanging out. This goes back to your pillar 2, your USGA. You connect with those people, and then all of a sudden, if you're somebody like Cassandra, you have 98 people that you have to get back to. You go from having no audience, none at all. Cassandra started by shifting her focus. She was focused prior to working with us. She was focused on just doing chiropractor, acupuncture. I think it was acupuncture. And so she was starting a completely different business. And here she now has 98, probably now over 100 people that she has to get back to. Not only does she have over 100 people that she has to get back to, gets to get back to, right, that are excited to hear from her, and she can offer to support through her programs, which we help her create. She also knows how to create that on repeat. She knows how to do that again and again and again. So it's not just the first 100. It is hundreds. It is thousands of people who are joining her online presence, and they are seeing her as the authority in her industry, and they are saying yes to her support. So how do you start? If you have a tiny audience to no audience, you have to go through the pillars. You have to start with pillar number 1. Make sure that this is a business that you really can commit to. Then pillar number 2, you have to make sure that you're answering that you're solving the right problem for the right audience, and that you understand the market that you are in. Step number 3, you have to create the right offers, the right packaging, the right programs, the right pricing. You have to know how to present these to your people, create your contract. Step number 4, you have to brand yourself in the right powerful ways on the right places. Not every platform, social media platform, is going to be right for you. You don't have to be everywhere, which is hopefully, again, really a thing that you're like, oh my God, hallelujah, right? You don't have to be everywhere. You do have to have pillar number 5, strong systems for sales. And then after that, it's just, it works, it happens, it consistently happens, and it works for every single one of our clients. There is not a single one of our clients who follows the steps, follows the pillars, and does not get results, does not grow their audience. And I want to finish one last story. So this is I went to an event with Brendon Burchard. Let me know if you guys love Brendon. Here we have Anna. How's it going, Anna? So I went to a Brendon Burchard event, and he said, everybody stand up. And then he had only a group of people stand up, and that equated to about 100 people, right? And it was a really powerful exercise to be there for. So you're seeing these 100 people out of a room of maybe 2,500. So you're seeing these, 100 people stand up. And he said, for those of you that say you have no audience, maybe you don't have tens of thousands of followers, but some of you have 100 people that follow you, that follow your work, that follow your, your transformation, your gift, your passion that you're bringing to this earth. Look around at these 100 people. Look around at these people and tell me that it does not matter the work that you're doing. Tell me that your influence on these 100 people who are your followers, who are people that are looking up to you, that are learning from you, that it does not matter that you're going, you're showing up online, that you're teaching, that you're writing, that you're creating courses, that you're doing all of these things. To these 100 very real people, you matter. And so I want to finish with that same message to you. Maybe you have 20 followers. Maybe you have 3, and one of them is your mom. Maybe you're growing and you're getting to 1,000. Maybe you have an email list of 20 people. You know what? Good job. I am so proud of you because you're taking action. There are a whole lot of people who are wishing and dreaming and not taking any sort of action, but you're taking action. And those people who you are already influencing, it matters to them. They are very real people with families, with problems, and they're looking to you for your leadership. And there has never been a time where leadership has been more important in our lives. So you get to show up as the leader that you already are. You all were given a gift. You all were given a vision. You all were given a message that I believe it's your duty to share with the world, to share with your people. So even if it's just one person listening, I want you to keep sharing your message. And if you are ready to know how to take that 1 or 3 or 10 or 100 and grow them to hundreds or thousands of people, and I really want to invite you to talk to us. So as you guys know, for all of our people who join our Facebook group and for people who are listening here, we will do one diagnostic call where we will walk you through where you are on the 7 steps to online success. So if you write diagnostic in the comments, we will make sure to get you scheduled. And this is a strategy call. This isn't fluff. This isn't just, sales. This is we will have you fill out a form where we will learn about your business. We will let you know where you are on step number 2, pillar number 2. Like, are you set up to build a strong business, or is your USGA really weak, right? Like, are you actually set up to really, really struggle? And I've had these conversations with people. I've had these conversations with people where I say, look, right now you're building a business that's going to take a lot of work and it's not going to bring in money very quickly. So if your goal is to bring in money and you need to bring in money, you're going to have to shift. So figuring that out, where are you in pillar number 2, pillar number 3, pillar number 4, 5, 6, 7? And if it does make sense, of course, we will say this is how we can support you, just like we've supported so many of our clients who went from no audience to a tiny audience to now somebody like Cassandra having hundreds of people that she needs to get back to. She gets to get back to. And that is such a blessing. And so if you want to expand your message, if you want to expand your impact, if you want to expand your reach, if you want more people to be touched by the incredible work that you do, let's jump on and do a Zoom call. And you can type again diagnostic below and we will sign you up. So remember, sign up for our Facebook group. You can go to my cover page or just my cover image. If you click on the image, you will see the link. You can also see it in my bio. So join the Facebook group. Make sure that you're there because we have expert, interviews coming up. Sign up for the podcast. We're going to have more podcasts coming your way. Make sure that you sign up for the newsletter list. That is on our website, highticketclientonline.com.
Yes.
Correct. It's a new website. So highticketclientonline.com. Oh, it's right here, guys. Yeah, highticketclientonline.com. You can sign up for subscribe for the podcast and for the email list. And if you're ready to make a change. Oh, okay.
But only do these things if you want to have fun, because business should be fun most of the time, and make money and make impact in other people's lives.
Yes.
If you're not into those 3 things, check something else out.
Correct. So, guys, that's it for today. I will catch you again. I will be doing a training tomorrow in our Facebook group, and I will catch you again next week, Tuesdays in, Coach's Corner here on my profile. Invite your friends to follow my page here. Invite your friends to join our Facebook group. Invite your friends to join our programs. Love you lots. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.